Hello and welcome to CineBites, a cinematic culinary podcast where we experience the wonders and beauty of cinema with our eyes and explore the unique and glorious cuisine in those films with our taste buds. Today we're jumping into the colorful world of Nacho Libre, where wrestling meets gourmet delights. Get ready to spice up your cinematic appetite as we explore the delicious connections between film and food in this lighthearted comedy. So get that corn out of your face and join us on this flavorful cinematic journey. Feast your eyes.
Well, welcome everyone. Welcome Adam. Hello.
Get that corn out of my face.
Get that corn out of my face. It's one of my favorite lines of all time.
There's so many quotes. It's so quotable.
Good. Yeah. Unlike Hot Rod, I think we can hold ourselves back for how many times we quote a movie in an episode. So I think this time we'll just let the movie speak for itself. And
True.
Even though that was a great time, I really enjoyed that. But so the movie that we are talking about today is Nacho Libre, and both of us love this movie.
Nacho.
Yeah. I would say it's very nostalgic for both of us. This came out around the time I was in high school. And so, we were able to quote it, and, it was already past the time that Napoleon Dynamite had come out. So, so we already had that kind of Jared Hess feeling and humor added to it. So, so we it's definitely something that I think even, for both of us that, has that nostalgic feel. And so I'm happy to talk about this and happy to talk about the foods. Yeah, and so we're going to get into some pretty interesting stuff in this episode.
We got some fun stuff planned for this episode.
Yeah, fun.
But Nacho Libre is a very nostalgic film for me. It came out, when did this come out? 2006?
2006,
So I was pretty little when this came out, but I grew up watching it, and, it's just a classic. And I just get a very nostalgic feeling, but you mentioned Napoleon Dynamite. I didn't even realize that they were both by the same guy.
Yeah.
I don't know why I never realized that, but it makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, they're the exact same style of film, same sort of comedy. But yeah, I didn't realize that they were both Jared Hess.
Yeah. No, absolutely. And Jared Hess is, he's had a handful of things, but I would say those two are the most memorable movies that he's come out with. More recently, I don't know if you saw this, but Masterminds with Zach Galifianakis.
Yep, I've seen that.
So he directed that too. And then I'm seeing another one called Gentlemen Broncos, which I've heard of. I've just never seen it, so I have no idea what it's about. Yeah. But Jared Hess's his list is not super big.
Yeah, there's not a lot. But one random thing I saw when I was looking this movie up, looking up Nacho Libre and Jared Hess and what he's done, he is said to be directing the Minecraft movie in 2025.
Really?
So they're apparently coming out with a Minecraft movie, which makes sense.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Get it while it's hot,
Yeah, and it's supposed to be directed by Jared Hess. So
I'm not a huge.
We'll see.
I was definitely older than the Minecraft era, so I missed out. You
missed out.
But I think with Jared Hess behind it, I think it's gonna be pretty funny.
Yeah, we'll see. But before we get into this a little bit more, I'm liking your outfit today.
Oh, I'm glad you noticed, Adam, because I like your outfit too.
Your shirt is wow.
Yeah.
It just makes me want to. It makes me want to almost cry.
Yeah.
It's so beautiful.
Yeah. It makes me emotional thinking about it. Just dinner and a movie.
Yeah.
So you if you're hearing this now, by the time this episode comes out, you already know that these are available. So we do have our CineBites merch.
CineBites merch.
We do have shirts. I imagine we're gonna have more merch coming out.
Yeah.
But
we have spoilers a little bit. Not really, but our drinks right here, CineBite stickers.
Yep.
So if
Little
you're
stickers.
interested in getting a CineBite sticker, we've not really announced that, but
but by the time this comes out, we might.
We might.
Yeah.
But we can get them.
Yeah.
We got them, and we got our custom CineBites mugs that will now be on the show.
Yeah.
Some more branding.
Yeah. So if you enjoy branding, you got to get that branding. If you enjoy hearing us or watching us or spending your time with us, and you want to support the show, buy some merch, rep us. I already got someone today who said they loved the shirt, and I said, hey, you better listen to it.
You better listen to the podcast.
I said, do you like movies? Do you like food? He said, of course. And I said, then this
is for you.
This is the one for you.
Yeah. So anyway, you can go on our Instagram right now and click the link in the bio. Place your order for one of the CineBites t-shirts if you're interested. Support the show.
Support it. And even if you don't support the show, it's a cool looking shirt.
I know. So I mean, I'm a little biased because I designed the shirt.
Yeah. No, it looks great. I think it turned out awesome.
I like it. It's kind of, a vintagey garden hose animation style.
Yeah. I love it.
Kind of like
those old movie cartoons that they played before.
Before they used to play cartoons like that.
And it was usually the concession stand where they're
there's a hot dog and a popcorn. Right,
yeah.
So, but for us, it's a burger and what is this thing called?
I don't know the technical
I looked it
name,
up so many times, and I still don't remember.
Marker, right?
Something
Isn't
like
it a
that.
marker?
I don't know. I think it has a different name than that.
Yeah, we could be.
But if you haven't seen it, you'll recognize what it is.
Yeah.
It's just no one knows what it's called.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
The take thingy that they slam at the beginning, go, action.
Yeah, or marker. And then they'll
cut.
Yeah. I don't know if they do it for cut. Maybe. I don't know. I think if I owned one, I would just do it for everything.
Yeah.
Be like, all right, conversation's over.
Conversation's over.
But
cut. I need to go to the bathroom.
So if you like shirts, if you love our show,
if you like to wear clothing,
even if you don't like our show, you could be like, I hate this show, but I want this shirt.
That's true.
Yeah, that's still
if you don't
supporting
like
us,
the show, you might like the shirt.
Oh yeah,
even though it says CineBites podcast on it. And if you didn't see on the post or anything, the CineBites, the CB logo is kind of a little bit hidden.
Little badge of honor.
It's kind of hidden. I mean, you can see it, but it's kind of hidden if you're not paying too close attention. Anyway.
And actually, we want to know from you, if you see the shirt, which one, and we won't be offended, which one is the burger and which one is the marker?
Yeah, which one of us?
Which one of us is those characters?
So
we'll see.
But when we did the photo shoot, I was on the, and I'm on this side,
so you're already
I'm the burger, and you're and I feel like that makes sense.
Okay, then don't vote.
Then don't.
You can't participate in this.
No, maybe we should do vote, like an Instagram poll or something.
And then we'll just do another photo shoot.
If they say the opposite, then we're just gonna have to switch spots and switch sides on the podcast.
Oh, that'll trip everyone up. Unless you're listening. Then
and I don't really want to do that either. It would just mess my whole vibe up.
Yeah, let's scrap that idea.
Let's just scrap it. But we might still do the vote.
Yeah, the vote. Keep the vote. Yeah. Scrap the moving because I don't want to move.
There's a lot of work.
It's too much work.
To have to set up over there versus over here. All right. So let's.
Before we get into the food, as always, spoiler alert. But there's really no spoilers in this. I mean, you could spoil it.
You technically could.
Yeah. But just in case, if you haven't seen Nacho Libre.
Nacho Libre is not the kind of... Whoa, something in my throat. Oh. Nacho Libre is not the kind of movie that the spoilers really matter.
Yeah, that's a good point.
You know what I mean?
That's kind of how, Napoleon Dynamite
too. Who really cares?
Yeah. So, just, out of courtesy, if you do want to see it, watch it first before listening to the show.
If you haven't seen it, do you hate fun?
Yeah, that's a good point. Are you anti-fun?
Are you anti-fun? You must be.
That's
the only explanation.
It's fun or anti-fun, that's you.
Let's get into the food. You're already taking sips over there. I've not tried it yet. But I'll do the honors. Ooh, it's warm on the top. It's warm on the top.
Ooh.
Oh, wait. And then also, we couldn't fit all of it under the cloche. So we've got this right here. I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but I'll show a picture.
Yeah, you'll see it in post.
We've got a salad here with a smiley face.
Yeah.
Do we just want to go through one by one?
Sure. Go for it.
A lot of the things in this movie, there's a lot of food in this movie.
There is.
I think that's a theme in Jared Hess movies, I guess.
Well, yeah, and at
food a lot.
And at the beginning of this, there's kind of a scarcity in food at the beginning until he starts making money.
And so, at the beginning, he makes a soup, a slop almost, and then there's tortilla chips on top. So that's what we have here. Our best, they don't say in the movie, but our best assumption is that it's a black bean soup. That's what it looks like.
Yeah.
And so we've got a black bean soup here with tortilla chips crumbled on top because that's what he had in the movie, along with the Lord's chips.
The Lord. Did you tell him they're the Lord's chips?
So we've got some just, normal tortilla chips that we can eat. It'd probably go well with the soup. And then later on, when Nacho starts making a little bit of moolah from
Yeah.
wrestling, he can buy fresh ingredients for
Can I have a salad or something?
And he's so he gets some fresh ingredients and he makes a salad.
Yeah.
And Casey made us this beautiful smiley face
Yeah,
salad.
it's
So
smiling.
Nacho Ignacio, he makes a special looking salad for each little orphan.
Yep. And
so-
especially for Encarnacion.
Oh yeah,
His,
and then
his
he
love interest.
he crumbles up the chips and
blows it in
blows
her
it
face.
on blows it on her face and on the thing, and then dumps the whole thing of dressing.
Yeah.
on.
Oh my
It was a big
gosh.
salad, but
Yeah.
anyway, so we copied the one that he did. That's a smiley face. So
Yeah.
it's
All right.
just a
Dig.
salad with some tomatoes and mozzarella. And
I think it was called a mozzarella tomato salad. I think that was the legit
nailed
name.
it.
Yeah.
Nailed
Well,
it.
you got everything that you
Yep.
says that is in there. So bon appetit.
What's the dressing? Is it like
Hmm.
Italian? What are we working with here?
It's more like a.
You can have that
I
other
like
tomato. I feel like the more and more I'm in this podcast, the more and more I'm discovering maybe I am pickier than I thought.
I'm glad
'Cause
you're coming to that realization.
I will not eat that cherry tomato.
Really?
I will not.
Man, that's okay. I'll take it. And I didn't used to be a huge tomato person. I hear that whistle. I didn't. It used to be a huge tomato person, but growing up, it has a place, a time and a place.
I don't mind tomato and something. I mean, I love salsa, pasta sauce, all that sort of stuff. Ketchup. But raw tomatoes are hard for me. But I can do like a pico.
Yeah.
But
Well, they say
raw tomato like that, I don't get tomato on burgers. I don't get tomato on anything else. Did I put a tomato on this burger? I did.
Oh.
I put a tomato on the virtual burger.
And
shirt.
you're the burger.
I am.
Huh.
Wow.
Interesting.
I'm having an existential crisis.
Yeah. Well, they do say every 7 years your taste buds change.
Yeah.
So maybe in 7
My
years.
taste buds have changed because I feel like there's some things I used to like more that I don't like now, and things I used to not like that I like more now.
I'm the same way.
Changing all the time.
I think I've capped. I think I like everything now.
That's
Actually,
true.
No, there are some things I don't
I feel
like.
like I like everything, but I have preferences.
Yeah. Yeah.
I like to say that I'm not picky.
preferences.
I have preferences. I won't eat peanut butter. I won't eat tomatoes.
Isn't that just another way for saying you're picky?
Well, I know, but when I think of a picky person, I think of
Only eating certain food.
I think of going to a nice Italian restaurant and going, "You guys have chicken tenders?"
Right, yeah. That's fair.
That's
fair.
You know, or you guys got grilled cheese? You
Yeah,
know.
get something that's completely off of the menu.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
That's what I imagine when I imagine a picky eater.
Yeah. I think you're
gonna-
just middle of the line.
I'm middle.
Yeah.
Middle of it.
Middle of it. All right, let's
All
try
right,
the
let's
soup.
try the soup. I might just take a scoop with the
Honestly,
scoop with
and
the chip.
and I know everyone listening and viewing this, those are the only two senses that you have, so you can't smell inside the studio. But this whole room just smells like black beans. Soup. That's it, black bean soup.
Cool beans.
Let's see.
It's pretty good with the tortilla chip. Not bad. How do you feel about it? You don't like it?
It's not bad. I'm not a huge black bean.
I actually
fan.
kind of like it.
Yeah, I mean it's not. Well, I haven't tried it with the chips. Let me try it with the chips.
Do it. Get a chip and use it as like a spoon,
Okay.
and then just bite the whole thing.
I would do it as a dip.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's pretty good.
I didn't use. I mean,
He's like-
yeah. I'll do one. I'll do one spoon because I only did the chip version.
Didn't you know that I've had diarrhea since Easter's?
That line is amazing.
It's just so like, you just don't
Since
see it coming.
Easter's? I knew that he wasn't a man of the Lord. I'm so bad at doing those accents.
Yeah.
And then to drink, there wasn't very many drinks in the movie. But he serves up some sort of drink to the orphans in the cafeteria, and it looked like a tea.
Yeah.
So we have raspberry tea. So we just
Razzleberry.
Wow, razzle dazzle.
Yeah, it's a Peace Tea, who's not a sponsor, but this is Razzleberry tea.
It can be.
Oh, true. Yeah. Hit us
Reach
up.
out to us.
Yeah, hit
we
us
need
up.
a sponsor.
Yeah. So this is Razzleberry
good.
tea. I like it. You can find it at any, gas station. It's usually in those tall boy cans.
Yeah.
Really tasty. Super good. The
No,
same
it's
company.
good.
No, wait. Actually, it's not the same company. Never mind. I'll
Never mind.
go past that.
It's
but
kind of like
it's
an
still
Arizona,
really good.
Arizona tea.
That's what I was
thing.
going to say. It's like I was going to
It's
say
not the same, but it's like an Arizona
right.
tea.
Yeah, pretty tasty.
But the best thing about it is that it's in this mug.
That definitely brings up the value.
Yeah.
So,
we got the clear glass mug so you guys can see the drinks, but also get a little branding on the front.
absolutely. So if you want a CineBites sticker, want to support the pod, or if you
we have what? I have one on my laptop. I have one there and one there.
Dang, I got to get one.
Yeah. So I
just
think
realized you have one.
we bought a handful of them. So if you just want a CineBite sticker, maybe just DM us and we maybe just give you one.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we'll probably get more stickers at some point. Maybe even get this as a sticker. That might be pretty sweet. I just thought of that idea.
Or just, the individual ones. Have like a burger or together.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying? So,
Anyway.
Yeah. So if you want a sticker, hit us up. We
just
support.
DM us and
if you
say,
support
hey, give
us,
me a sticker.
Yeah, if you support us, we'll support you. And we got to take care of our munchies.
Yeah, our little munchies.
All right.
So let's rate the food.
Yeah, let's get into rating. Oh, I'm making a mess.
It's not bad.
I would probably have it again.
There's we had a lot of food to select from in this movie, and we actually have, spoiler alert, more food that we're going to be eating at the end of the podcast, and you will seriously not want to miss that.
Yeah, you don't want to miss it.
I might want to miss it because it's not going to be very pleasant.
Well, we don't have you don't have a choice.
That's a spoiler.
Yeah.
Anyway, so
or
there's
a cliffhanger.
There was a cliffhanger. There was a lot of food in this movie to choose from. So this is kind of what we chose. There was also like street corn.
Yeah,
but we didn't want to eat
corn.
every single thing in this movie because then we would have a whole.
Be a lot.
There'd be a lot.
Whole smorgasbord.
Mm-hmm.
So,
but from this alone.
Yeah. So let me say. So soup and salad, classic combo with a tea.
With a lip, but it's not a normal soup. I would per se, because you don't ever think of black bean soup as a soup and salad combo.
True.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true.
And then you add the tortilla chips, a little Mexican flair to it.
And with the drink.
I
got mine. Do you have yours?
Yeah.
And I'm not going to do averages. I learned from before. I'm not doing averages.
Come on.
We'll have everyone else figure it out.
Oh, I'm going to do the averages.
I actually got it higher. So it's I got a 6.6 in here.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I said, I would have it again,
I mean, I would too.
Yeah.
To me, it's very average. I mean, slightly above average being 5.4.
Yeah. Maybe I did too high. But I mean, I do like salads too,
Yeah, I'm not huge on that salad. There's not a lot in it. Because the only thing I ate in it was the lettuce and the mozzarella. But I did like the mozzarella balls in it. But tomato, I just avoided it entirely.
Yeah.
The soup is fine, but the soup is really only more bearable when there's a tortilla chip involved, which there are.
Average was 6, by the way, I think.
There you go. I thought you just said you weren't doing averages.
I lied to myself.
But the drink is very good. I mean, it's just a peach tea or a raspberry tea.
Oh, yeah, raspberry.
Can't go wrong with that.
Yeah. No, it's a classic. It's really good. So,
all right.
Yeah, so pretty much I do want to talk a bit about the movie. What I can just essentially talk about it in a synopsis way is that there is this character who is Jack Black's character who plays Ignacio or Nacho as his wrestling name, and he is what would you say
a friar?
A friar. So he's a friar at this school and
this Catholic school,
and they are kind of low on funds, and he notices that because he when he was really little got into some trouble, and he became essentially their cook.
Yeah. So
he is the cook, and you see as he becomes an adult, he's always had an interest in wrestling, but it's been forbidden because they just don't wrestle. And so he notices that there's an opportunity to get money to help, and any money that he gets goes back to the orphanage. It goes back to supporting the kids, and
he buys a couple things for himself.
Well, yeah,
like the shoes,
and
those white shoes, and
the outfit.
Yeah, but mostly
it's to give it back
to the
to
orphanage.
Them. Yeah, he can
it's wholesome.
Treat yourself a little bit. He can do that. So he does that, and it's just however long this is, hour and a half of just hilarious content with Jack Black. I mean, you can't go wrong, especially early 2000s Jack Black. You know, he was on top, or one of the tops when we talked about with the other comedians at that time. So, you know, you have him and his friend. Why am I? I
never remember his name in the movie.
Escalito, I think is how you. But I don't know. This is, I think, the only movie I've ever seen that actor in. But
I looked him up. He's not in really anything else. He kind of just stopped.
But if you watch the movie, he's I mean, not that great of an actor either.
I mean, you don't really have to be.
You know, you just have to be funny, and he was funny.
Okay, so he's in a lot of looks like Spanish movies.
Oh, okay.
And a lot of look like straight to DVD. Things.
Yeah.
But he was in a lot of stuff. It looked like, actually, but nothing that I think most Americans would know.
Yeah. So that's pretty much
shark disaster movies.
Oh my gosh. Like Sharknado.
Sharktopus. He was in Sharktopus.
Oh, that was
he was in The Black Demon, which is
interesting.
Which is another shark movie. I guess the Black Demon is a big black shark.
What?
Gosh.
So anyways, you see Nacho, and he kind of works himself up the ranks of a wrestler, even though he loses every single match up until, we already said spoiler alerts, up until the very end. That's, if you notice, that's the only match he wins. The entire movie is the very last one, where he goes against the strongest wrestler.
Yeah.
And so he works that up, and there's this huge moment. The soundtrack is really fun too. I really enjoy it.
I am. Na 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 na. I that I am. Na 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 na.
That's a good. Or I like the one where they're going, or they bought the clothes and they're going down the stairs, and it's like bubble gum, bubble gum, bubble gum. That one's really fun.
And then of course, I'm at the party and I'm singing.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, because that had the woman who was obsessed with his friends, and he's like, "How'd you get here so fast?" She's like, "Secret tunnel."
Secret tunnel. And then it pans over, and there's just a giant hole in the wall. And then later, she chases him down through that tunnel, and then starts pulling him through.
Yeah, it's so funny.
Yeah,
I think your phone's going off. By the way,
my phone's over there. Just let it go.
We'll just let it go. So it was just moments like that where it's just, you don't see it coming. You don't see that woman at the party just dragging his friend into a hole. And
then while Jack Black is in there singing, Ramsey's at the party and he's not dancing.
Yeah,
I don't know how the rhythm goes, but it's pretty funny.
And Jack Black's improv is just so good too. You know?
I wonder how much of it's improv.
Actually, that is a fun fact. I think both songs, the one where he's at the party and the one that he sings about Encarnacion.
Yeah.
Those both, I think, are improv.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah, and he's just, I mean, that's, Jack Black's, even at early 2000s was just a pro already.
Yeah.
And so.
Being in his band Tenacious D.
Oh, yeah.
He's got more, I mean, I don't know more at this point, but more singing and band experience than even movies in a lot of ways. Cause he's got a couple albums and even a movie about his band, and still tours with Tenacious D. So
a lot of people don't realize Tenacious D is big. Yeah, if you're in that realm of they're big.
Yeah. This is not the greatest song in the world. No. This is just a tribute. If you've not heard that song, then do you hate fun?
We're finding a lot of people who hate fun.
Yeah, come on, guys.
Anti-fun. Ooh, that's a good sticker idea. Anti-fun. There we go.
Anti-fun.
Yeah. Or a T-shirt. Just put anti-fun. They'll be like, what's that shirt all about?
What's that shirt about? And we'll be like, I don't know.
Be like, do you not like fun?
Do you not like fun?
Then you don't know what the shirt is about.
Wait, are you anti-fun? But I feel like if you have a big shirt that says in bold letters anti-fun, it just kind of makes it look like you're anti-fun.
Yeah. Or they'll,
Well, then we'll fix it. The shirt will say, I am not anti-fun.
I'm not anti-fun. That's what it'll say. There we go. Yeah, we're on to something.
That's the new shirt idea. If you want to get that shirt, DM us.
Yeah, DM us. Hit us up. We'll hook you up. And the other thing, too, about this, I just realized or remembered that it was produced by what's his name? He was the producer of School of Rock as well.
Oh, yeah.
So using Jack Black.
So
it all makes sense. You have the music, you have Jack Black. I mean, it's a beautiful combination.
And then from here, Jack Black just got bigger.
Much bigger.
Bigger and bigger and bigger.
Yeah. Just
starring in the Super Mario movie. Jumanji's another big one.
Yeah.
Doing all the Kung Fu Panda movies. I mean, come on.
Yeah, he's a legend.
Those are all great, too. I love the Kung Fu Panda movies. Those are hilarious.
You run into some comedians who can only be that person, and there's no one else who can even come close in comparison. Like Jim Carrey, there's no one else that can be Jim Carrey but Jim Carrey. And Jack Black is that person. No one else can be Jack Black but Jack Black. You know, he's just such an iconic comedic, person. And so I think that's why I mean, I wouldn't say he carries this film, but he definitely, if he wasn't Nacho, I don't know who else would have been.
I don't know.
I think he played it great. But I do actually kind of want to, I guess this is kind of a segue into a spicy take.
Ooh, you got a spicy take for me?
I think I do. I think I do.
Okay.
So, and this is kind of a similar spicy take to how I did with the Reservoir Dogs.
Okay.
But I think my spicy take on this, even though it wasn't by popular demand or it wasn't by a popular opinion that this movie was super, super great based on the ratings on like IMDb or Rotten Tomatoes, I think this is a better movie than Napoleon Dynamite.
Shoo!
And not better in the context that it's an actually better movie. I like it better.
Okay.
Because I think what you get into Napoleon Dynamite is a 50-50 split. And I think there's a lot of movies that can be like that or shows like that where they're just like, this movie is brilliant or this movie is the dumbest thing I've ever seen. Mm-hmm. And Napoleon Dynamite, separates those two camps.
Yeah.
Obviously we know which camp we're in, but Nacho Libre I feel like can just be a fun like movie for everyone.
Yeah.
And so
it's a family film. I mean, Napoleon Dynamite is too, but
yeah. But
I don't know. That's a tough call for me because I love both of those movies.
You don't have to agree with me. Yeah.
See,
and you don't even have to pick a favorite.
But I see the thing is I like Nacho Libre in some ways. I feel like Nacho Libre has more of a clear structure and plot.
Well, yeah.
Napoleon Dynamite,
no plot.
Nothing happens.
Not at all.
But I think Napoleon Dynamite has more iconically funny scenes. If we're just talking purely on like a movie standpoint in terms of plot and the flow and all those things, I think Nacho Libre would be better. But if we're talking comedy, like how much I think it's funny, I think Nacho Libre might have a step, Napoleon Dynamite has a step up, just barely.
Oh man,
there are some moments that Nacho Libre is still hilarious, but Napoleon Dynamite I think has more of them.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I think that's where we disagree. I think Nacho Libre is much funnier than Napoleon Dynamite.
Yeah,
but like I've said, before with Reservoir Dogs and that comparison of that with Pulp Fiction, they're both great.
Yeah,
they're both great comedies.
Say.
It's hard to say, and obviously everything that we talk about, we can have some backing of it to say like, well, this is great because of XYZ. But at the end of the day, it's opinion.
Yeah, true.
Like we're just basing our opinion what we like more, and that's really what it comes down to, anyways.
Yeah,
that's what most critics are.
I think that's a tough. I don't know if I can say a favorite, but that's what I would say in terms of movie and structure. Nacho Libre is better, but in terms of making me laugh, I think Napoleon Dynamite is better. I think I find myself laughing at that movie more.
Napoleon Dynamite?
Yeah.
I mean, both great.
I don't know. They're both very quotable. They're both very funny.
Both great movies. Yeah. So definitely my two favorite Jared Hess movies. Maybe my two favorite, just comedy movies.
Honestly, Jared Hess doesn't have very many movies anyway I've seen. I think this is about it. I've seen Masterminds as well. I kind of have a spicy take that I just thought of looking at Jack Black's, or just like what movies and stuff he's been in.
Mm-hmm.
I think that Nacho Libre is the best movie that Jack Black stars in.
Ooh.
Looking at this.
On all, like, even if it's a drama or a comedy, all just best. Nacho Libre, you think is the best Jack Black movie?
Because I'm looking at this now.
What about Tropic Thunder?
Yeah, I mean, I guess, but I really don't. I mean, I remember Tropic Thunder being funny, but it doesn't.
School of Rock.
Yeah, but both of those movies, in my mind, don't have as many iconic moments, iconic quotes, and just funny moments. I think that Nacho Libre has more in it than both of those.
Okay, so you're saying it's the funniest movie he's been in.
Well, I think it's the best movie he's in.
Oh.
But on top of that, it's the funniest just because he's in a lot of comedy movies.
Man.
Mostly comedy movies.
Wow.
Yeah, because I don't know. It's kind of hard to say for certain that it's his best. I know I literally just said that, but because I like a lot of movies Jack Black's in. Usually, Jack Black's one of those actors where if I see he's in a movie, then I'm going to consider watching it.
Oh yeah,
for sure.
Oh yeah.
And then I've seen a lot of his movies: School of Rock, Mario. I've seen both of Jumanji, Nacho Libre, Kung Fu Panda. I've even actually seen the Goosebumps movie. Mm-hmm. That was okay. Tenacious D, King Kong, Tropic Thunder, Shark Tale. But then you start getting down into other things, and he's kind of
Shallow Hal. Have you seen Shallow Hal?
I've not seen Shallow Hal.
That's pretty funny.
Have you seen Bernie?
Yes, I have.
Bernie.
It's based off a true story.
Yeah, and then also the Polka King. That one's pretty good.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Nacho Libre to me, I think it might be. Now, if we're talking strictly movies that he is the main star in, I think this is definitely the best. There could be an argument made that if he's a star, even though if he's like a side character, maybe that movie might be better. Like you're saying, possibly Tropic Thunder. Yeah. Thinking maybe even, I mean, I really love the Mario movie too in a lot of ways.
Oh,
even though it's brand new, it's also a form of nostalgia as well, as the same way Nacho Libre was for me. So,
yeah. Absolutely.
That's my spicy take.
That's very, very spicy.
That's very spicy.
Yeah.
But I didn't actually think of that beforehand. But when I'm looking at Jack Black's movies, there's so many great movies. But I'm thinking, just out of all of these movies, are there any other movies that are more iconic, more memorable, or funnier? And I don't know. I
would say School of Rock, but I mean, obviously, that's
the School of Rock is very close.
Yeah,
that's a classic. But I guess for me, I mean, School of Rock is older, and I did see it growing up. But Nacho Libre was more of a mainstay in my life.
Yeah.
Than School of Rock was, even though I did see that one as well a lot.
Yeah, yeah.
So anyway, that's my spicy take. Spicy.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I mean, at the end of the day, it's good. I was really surprised. I mean, not super surprised with the rating once I got on here and saw that that's what people thought of the movie. I mean, it's really, it could be, maybe that was just kind of that humor that you already were drawn to, and if you weren't a part of that group, that's probably why it kind of fell off. I was definitely a part of the group that thought it was hilarious. I still think it's hilarious, and so that's probably where that's coming from.
It still holds up pretty well.
Yeah, and I know when we rated the Hot Rod that we kind of split it into, is this an actually good, movie or film as far as structure goes, acting, everything, and the comedy side, if I were to separate the two, I mean, it's still not a bad, it's not, how am I going to say it? It's still a well put and well structured, as you mentioned, movie.
Yeah.
But, I mean, if you're looking at the other actors that they have in it and the backing cast.
It's very low budget.
Very low budget. So, and it shows a lot. Mm-hmm. You see a lot of the actors and actresses who are just not good. And some of them, I believe, are just the actual wrestlers, so you don't really anticipate them to be good actors anyways.
And also, I mentioned it earlier, there's not much of it because the movie doesn't require it, but there's some moments of CGI in the movie that are very low budget. Yeah. You can tell, at least for me, that I noticed on a rewatch. But one thing about this movie that I think has an upper leg, and I think it's Jared Hess's input, because I get the same vibe from Napoleon Dynamite as well, is that the cinematography and just the vibes of his movies I think are really, really cool. Yeah. He nails just a movie having a feel and having a vibe. Oh, and yeah. To me, this isn't really a spicy take. It's kind of a different opinion, but he's kind of like, and even though I've only seen I guess maybe for these two movies, he's kind of like the Wes Anderson of comedies. And Wes Anderson does have comedic moments in his movies, but they're more drama and things like that. But
I think that's a good way. Yeah,
when watching these movies, Jared Hess has that same thing of like center framing, having symmetry, kind of, vibrant colors, but also kind of muted colors at the same time, and different things like that, and just like odd ways of framing, odd ways of shooting different things. Usually still camera. There's not much of a movement in his camera, and it's mostly stationary. So when watching this one as well as Napoleon Dynamite, I get a Wes Anderson vibe. And that kind of gives a leg up to this movie for me, because I think that some people don't always consider that when they're making a movie, because you can have, there's so many directors out there that don't really have a particular style. When I think that, and you don't have to have a particular style, but I think it's good to note a style for a movie to one that would fit in best. And I think the style for this movie is just, I think it's, even though the movie is supposed to be cheesy and corny, pun intended,
corny,
that I think it actually kind of just, it has this really cool vibe to it. And it's definitely a family movie, but just the way it feels, it doesn't feel like a children's movie. And so
that's
I
true.
think that's a very important distinction, because a family movie to me is just a movie that everybody can enjoy, and there's not going to be any weird awkward silence or something that you'll have to fast forward through. You know what I mean? But it's also something that the parents will enjoy just as much as the children. And teenagers especially. And so all of those things going toward this movie make it really, really good for me.
Definitely. And I kind of wish, because if you've seen the Masterminds, you kind of see that, because I would have never have guessed the same director from Napoleon Dynamite first. So I kind of wish he would have leaned more into that, because I do agree.
Stylized feeling.
And I enjoy that in a comedy. Or especially his comedies, but
that movie is still good, but it doesn't have that stylized feel. And that's why I say for those two movies, Napoleon Dynamite and Nacho Libre, there's the stylized feel
for sure, because
the only other one of his movies I've seen is Mastermind, and it didn't have that. So, but to be fair, they were. And what was Masterminds was like 2018 or something. I don't know. It was a lot later. It was a lot later, and he did some projects in between, but nothing that was huge and nothing that I had seen. And so there was a big jump of like 10 years or more between the two of those movies.
True.
So that obviously changed it, but
So maybe he was just trying to adapt to the style in that era, maybe. And I agree. I kind of wish, because even though some directors choose to do that, choose to go on that path of leaning into really whatever is cool at the time, or whatever they know will draw the most crowds. But when you do have those directors that do fit a specific style, like I always mention Quentin Tarantino, but he has a specific
or Wes
style.
Anderson.
Wes Anderson, Coen brothers even have a very specific style. And so, so I do appreciate when directors can do that, have the ability to still create good films, and then when you're watching it, you're like, oh, that's so and so.
It's possible that this is an instance to where he could not have that stylized feel. The producers and the higher ups in the movie, even though he was the director of Masterminds, he has someone he still has to, work for. And so it's possible, and people he is working with, so he doesn't have the ultimate say on everything. When I feel like for these two movies, they're super low budget, super like cult classic feeling movies, where it was mostly him. He was writing, producing, and directing these movies, and that's, I think, what caused the really cool stylized feel.
Absolutely.
So.
No, I think I agree. No, it's a great movie.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to say about it?
I don't think so.
Not really. Yeah. Watch it if you haven't seen it.
Quotes. We didn't quote as much in this episode.
Yeah, which is fine. Which is fine. I know there was the one part that always cracks me up is when he's asking her what her favorite things are, and it's just random stuff where it's like, my favorite animal is puppies.
Yeah.
It's like, my favorite color is light tan.
Everything you just named is my favorite
It's
thing.
my favorite thing to
Yeah. Oh, Chancho. When you are a man, sometimes you wear stretchy pants in your room. It's for fun.
So
classic.
Good moments. Well, we can go ahead and rate this.
Let's rate it.
And then we do kind of have to let the viewers and listeners know what the differences are going to be for Cinesnacks this
Oh,
episode.
yeah, because the Cinesnack is different.
Yeah, but we'll get
I don't
that.
even know if we could call it a Cinesnack. I mean, I guess we could.
Yeah, we'll get into that after we give it a rating. Are we going to split it up with comedy rating and film rating, or are you just doing one?
I'll just do one. I mean, you can if you want, but
no,
I've got mine.
I'll do one.
I'll go ahead and show mine while he's getting his written down. I'm giving this movie a 7.5. That's good for me. I mean, I a lot of the movies that we've rated higher than that at this point, I think.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. It's just a classic movie. I don't think it's the greatest, one of the greatest movies of all time, but it's one of Jack Black's greatest movies of all time.
Yeah.
7.5. And if you catch me, watching it at like midnight or 1 o'clock when it would be funnier, then maybe it would be closer to like a 9.
Yeah.
Just, watching it late at night and you're feeling slap happy.
Oh,
so.
I love it. Even when I'm not slap happy, I'll laugh at it. It's so good.
What are you looking at?
You might need to help me with the average because I said 7.5. So.
Wow. Did you write that down before I said? That's funny.
No, I didn't. No,
is that the first agreement?
I think so. I think you and I have the same thoughts. There, give ourselves a
round of applause. Thank you guys for giving a round of applause. That was the munchies clapping. Actually.
Oh, gotcha. Very cool. Well, I appreciate it. Appreciate the applause.
That's the live audience we have sitting over here clapping.
Sit down, everyone.
Sit down.
Yeah.
They're giving us a standing ovation.
We can feel the love. The love. But seriously, we got to finish the show. I think that is the first time that we've agreed. I did see you write it down, and I was just like, that's I agree with that.
That tracks.
That tracks. I don't know if it's the best Jack Black movie of all time because I do have arguments for that, but I do think it's the best Jared Hess movie. I do think it's better than Napoleon Dynamite in my own personal opinion.
Well, you're wrong.
You're wrong about your opinion.
All right, so we need to get into
whatever
it is. We'll call it a Cinesnack.
We're going to take a little break, and then in a blink of an eye, we will be back in the same spot.
So cut.
Cut.
All right, we are back.
We are.
We had a little bit of a break there. The environment has changed slightly. So we're about to play a game. So if you're listening, I highly suggest that you go watch this on the video version. But if you're already watching, then you're in for a real treat. So if you guys remember, there's a very iconic part of Nacho Libre.
Yeah, there's a reason we didn't talk about this earlier.
We didn't talk about this, where he goes and gets an eagle egg and eats it out of a nest to get its powers.
Raw eagle egg.
And so from the inception of the CineBites podcast, we thought that this would be a great thing to do.
One of our great ideas
is to eat a raw eagle egg, but then we ran into a problem that if we did that, we would be arrested because you can't eat eagle eggs.
Apparently, it's illegal to eat eagles. And so
we got the closest approximation to that, which I will reveal now is this ostrich egg. And I left it in this because it came from the ostrich farm in a diaper. So let me reveal it. Just to protect it. I wanted you guys to see that. Oh, it's so cold.
Okay.
So here.
So that is the ostrich egg.
So we were originally going to have this as part of our. Here, you can hold it if you want. Yeah, it's so heavy.
It's so cold.
We should have weighed it. I don't know how heavy it is, but
I'd say 6 pounds.
Maybe. But what was I going to say?
You were gonna. I don't know.
I'm
just trying to.
We got an ostrich egg. Yeah, put it right there. Yeah. Oh, that's great. Oh, I was saying we were gonna include it as a main part of the meal.
Yes.
But it's pretty gross that we're going to be eating raw ostrich egg, and I don't know if we're going to get sick from it.
Yeah.
So we decided to make it a punishment rather than something that we're just eating.
Yeah. And so we had talked about this with, because we normally do the Cine Snacks at the end of the day.
Where there's one loser.
But we both wanted to be team players, and the way that we're going to structure this is, as you've seen in some of my episodes, I do have this cornhole board.
Mm-hmm.
And
you can see it now, probably,
you can see
the back of it.
In screen. But pretty much what we're going to do is first person to 3 hole-in-ones.
Yeah.
Or I would say first person to drink it 3 times is when the game is over.
So if I get one in the hole, you have to drink a shot of raw ostrich egg,
right?
Which we're gonna crack first before we start the game.
Oh my gosh!
So
I just keep thinking.
We have a little bit of a ladle. It's not gonna be much. We don't want to get so just maybe like half of that spoonful.
I think enough for like a drink, like a gulp.
Yeah,
like a gulp.
So we each got a cup. We're gonna crack this here in a second. Put it in here so that we can mix up the yolk and the white.
I hope we don't get any shells or anything.
Well,
we'll figure it out.
Part of it.
All right,
let's crack it. If I make one in there, he's got to take a shot, and vice versa. The first person to take 3 little shots of raw ostrich egg is the loser. I mean, we're both going to probably be losing, but whoever gets to 3 first, the game ends at that point.
Yeah. So let's see.
So let's crack this bad boy open. Here we go.
How are you going
to... hold it up.
Hold on. I would tap the top.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Hold it up vertically so that I can... Oh. I don't want to... Oh. Ostrich eggs are hard.
Oh, should we have gotten a saw?
In the movie, he gets a rock and cracks it on it.
Hold on.
It's all right.
Well, I
made a little dent.
Spill. Okay. Here, you hold it.
We can keep going. Yeah, we'll trade.
Get some.
Oh, yeah. Oh, shoot. Did you break it?
I broke it.
Oh.
Can you?
Oh.
I don't know.
Oh, it's coming out. Okay.
So I got to break it in more.
Yeah, I mean, we got to get the yolk out of it. Oh, yeah. There's a big crack. Oh.
All right. Just break that bad boy open. Break it open. Break it.
No.
Do you need paper towels? You got it?
Oh.
Are there shells in it?
Oh, there's probably going to be shells.
Oh.
No.
I mean, it really just looks like one big egg. And it may be a little bit darker. Maybe. Here, do you need a spoon?
No, I think I'm okay right now. It's still coming. That is a lot of egg. It filled up. Look how much it filled the pitcher.
Yeah. So, and we did decide that we're not going to waste this fully, so I think I'm going to make a casserole.
You might have to see if there's some egg pieces before you do that, though.
I'll probably strain it if I can.
But, oh, man, that was hard to crack.
Okay, let me start.
We need to keep this egg by the shell.
If we can clean it out and then, use it as like an ornament or something.
Yeah, you start mixing that. I'm going to, it could be a desk ornament.
That's what I was saying. Yeah, desk ornament.
I thought you were meaning like a ornament on your Christmas tree, and I thought, okay, if you want, it could be a tree topper.
Be like, every Christmas, I'm like, that egg has a story.
Yeah.
Let me tell you about it.
Let me tell you, kids. All right.
Oh,
I don't know why I'm so concerned about having it on my hands, because I'm literally about to voluntarily eat it.
It's going to go in your mouth. All right. Well, so I think we're positioned well.
I should have practiced cornhole before this.
Well, then we both have the same advantage because I didn't practice either.
Okay.
So who goes first? Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Rock, paper, scissors.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Dang it.
So I'll go first.
All right, you go first.
Shoot. Here we go. I don't know why I'm so nervous.
I think yeah.
Dang it.
Okay. Oh, way off.
No, come on.
All right.
We're going to have to cut to get the back.
Oh, that was so.
Oh, that hit the edge. Come on.
You have an open arm. Let me see.
You can move your stand.
Yeah, well, okay. Maybe.
Quit making excuses.
Oh, no.
No! Does that count? I made it on the board.
No, it's got to go in the hole.
Well, then we're gonna be here all day then.
Well, maybe. Oh!
Okay, let's cut. We can get the bags.
Yeah, cut. We'll get the bags. Okay, I'm back.
All right, we got the bags back.
Okay.
Who threw last?
You did. Wait.
You did.
I did, yeah.
Yeah, okay, here we go.
Oh, that was so close.
No! Okay, shoot. Dang it.
So, do you want me to put the...
I don't know if I want you to do it.
I mean, it will be nice.
I really don't want... Oh, gosh.
Here,
this is what we do. This is what we do for you munchies. Man.
Is that...
Oh, that's fine.
Or could you do a little more?
I don't want to do more.
Oh, well,
we'll say that's good. We'll say that's good.
See.
That's a sip's worth.
Yeah. Yeah, you're good. It was about a spoonful of this. Shot.
Okay, here we go.
Oh.
Okay, I'm good.
Do you need a bucket? Okay. All right, we'll keep going. Your turn.
Oh. I really hope I don't get sick from this.
Well, I hope not either. Now you got me worried.
Well, no, I just mean I don't think I'm going to throw up on the podcast.
Okay.
I just mean afterward from eating raw egg.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, we'll see.
I hope we don't get sick.
Are you serious?
Oh, man. In and out. Oh.
Mine have hit the hole 4 times.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Oh, so
all
close.
Right.
All right, another time. All right, back again.
All right, I need my munchies to root me on because I don't want to do all 3 of myself.
You're making the munchies choose sides.
Exactly.
Okay. Oh.
Let's see. Oh.
All right, here we go. Wait, I also don't want my elbows to be. I want it to be fair. Oh!
No!
Got you again. Number 2.
No. Okay,
right.
But can we just say if I end up doing all 3 and I don't make any, you have to try it at least once.
Yeah, if you have to do the final shot, I'll do a shot with you.
Okay, good. Because you have to have a little bit. Oh, that's a little much. That's a little much.
There you go. Okay.
Oh, that's more than last time.
Well, let me see.
That's more than last time.
Hey, you'll be okay.
Gosh. Do I have to do the whole thing?
Yeah.
I'm going to have this ready to go. It's just going to go straight down.
Okay, that's fine. And with a chaser.
Oh.
It didn't seem too bad that time for you.
No, I was ready for it that time.
Oh, there you go. I won't be ready.
Look at my bag that's on there. But if I knock it in, that counts, right?
Yeah.
Sweet. I'm not going to knock it in, though. I'm doing terribly.
Oh! Got it.
You have to be joking me.
3 in a row, baby.
All right, so get a shot for both of us.
Yeah. All right, I got you. So even when Cinesnacks
This is terrible.
not true Cinesnack,
I'm still losing.
you're still losing.
The awful thing is I think I've been consistent hitting the board.
Oh, I don't want to give you that goop.
Don't give me the goop, please. Give yourself the goop. I've already had enough goop.
Yeah. I gave you less than mine.
Okay, good, because this is my 3rd shot. Cheers. Oh. How do you feel about it?
Yeah. Oh, gosh.
You're new to the ostrich egg game.
Yeah, the raw ostrich egg. Oof.
I will say, it's not horrible, but it's just mostly the idea and the texture.
Oh.
The texture.
Oh, well. So if you want to, do this, ostrich egg.
Just don't.
Yeah, just don't. That's probably honestly.
But we're not going to waste this. I think we're going to make a...
Yeah, I said that at the beginning.
Oh, yeah, like a breakfast thing out of it.
A little breakfast bake.
It's supposed to be good when you make it normally and not eat it raw.
Yeah, so I'll do that, and we'll enjoy it at a later time.
Oh, my gosh.
So, as we wrap up this episode of CineBites, where we've where we've dived into the quirky world of Nacho Libre, we hope you've savored the blend of cinematic humor and culinary curiosity. Just as Nacho's wrestling escapades bring a smile to our faces, we hope the delicious connections between food and film do as well. Stay tuned for more cinematic flavors in upcoming episodes. Make sure to follow us on YouTube and Instagram, and hear our podcast weekly on all major podcasts. Until next time, bon appetit and happy viewing.